Dawson County 911. What's the location of your emergency? My name's Stanley Elrod, and I've been doing 911 for 32 years. I've been with Dawson County for 17 years.
So my name is Alicia Rucker-Wright. I am our 911 director.
I'm Kristen Bean. I'm the 911 assistant director.
On a night, say for instance, if we have a lot of storms or snow or ice storms, we're always getting a lot of calls. They want to know the road conditions. They want to know when the power is going to be turned back on. They may say, my oxygen tank's running low. How am I going to get oxygen? And we've got, to work with these people and get what they need and try to calm them down enough to let them know, help is on the way. We're going to take care of you.
I appreciate our dispatchers. I appreciate them being on the other end of that radio whenever I key up, whether I need help or whether I just need to run a driver's license to them. I appreciate them being on the other end of that 911 call, getting us all the information they can get when we're on our way to that particular call.
There is no typical day, because how do you prepare for someone who's not breathing, or cows in the roadway, or a multitude of other things that can happen. So for those people who want to know what it's like to work in 911, we just tell you to envision anything and everything at any given time and all at once.
Some emergencies may not be an emergency like we would think it would be, but it's an emergency on what they're having. So you have to get yourself in a position like, I know this is an emergency to them. It may not be an emergency to me, but this is their emergency, and I need to calm them down, get the information, and get them help. I had a lady to call to say that her daughter was not breathing, that she had cerebral palsy and she wasn't breathing, and I helped her with CPR over the phone, and we got her back, and she survived. So that's always been my story, and that just gives me the strength come back and do it again. If I can help somebody else like I helped them that day, it makes my day, makes my job a lot easier and a lot more rewarding.
It's not uncommon for us to pass someone in Walmart and see their face and have no idea who that person is. But when we speak, we recognize them. It's not uncommon for us to know people's struggles and us to be the only ones who actually know those struggles. So I think for 911, it's more of being a community without being a scene community.
I appreciate our 911 dispatch give us the information as quickly as they can to keep us safe.
Talking to these people in their worst moments, there's really not a appropriate phrase or sentence or word to explain it. At any moment, at any time, a member of the community that you choose to serve or that you may also live in needs your help, and you are literally the only one that can help them at that very moment. It's very humbling.
Just want to thank 911 for everything they do.
I want to do 911 as long as my health allows me to do it. If I'm able to get up out of the bed and get to work, I'm in my right mind, I'm going to be here. If I can just come in and help somebody, then I know my job's been done that day.
Thank you, 911, for being that calming voice in our ear and that eye in the sky whenever situations are tough.
For 911, you tell them where to go. You collect the information they need to know when they're heading. So anything that happens to any of your responders, there's a part of you that feels responsible.
There's a lot of you that feels responsible.
And not only do you feel responsible for it, it's your family, it's your friend, it's people you've worked with.
Mm-hmm.
So
people
I think
you care about.
Yeah, that makes it even harder. So
absolutely.
We've had times where we look at each other and say, we know this is hard, but either you're going to have to pull it together and work through it, or you're going to have to step aside and let others. And we've never had anyone
have to step aside.
Ever.
I know that 911 works really hard for us, and I appreciate it.
You will not find anybody else that works this hard or cares this much on a phone. And all public safety personnel are important. We're all pieces of a giant puzzle, and without one, the others can't do their jobs.
For 911 week, if I had the opportunity to tell all 911 operators, 911 personnel, anyone associated with 911 how I feel, that would be thank you, but thank you falls short. You deserve a lot more than a week. I know that you don't want to be seen, but you deserve to be seen.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Jeff Johnson, and I want to take just a moment to thank all of our 911 operators for their service to our county and to our office. Whether they're receiving and dispatching 911 calls or checking on our officers in the field, they are truly the lifeline for our law enforcement, for our public safety professionals. But we appreciate all you do. We appreciate your daily sacrifices. And we know that oftentimes that you are in the background. We just want to take a few minutes and thank you for what you do for us on a daily basis. We want to thank you for being our eyes and being our ears. We know that you have an oftentimes thankless job, but please know that your law enforcement professionals, your public safety professionals appreciate what you do. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your efforts. Obviously, this is a small memento or a token of appreciation for all that you do for us. We know your hard work, we know your efforts, and we know your dedication to public safety. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. We truly believe in Dawson County that we're blessed to have some of the most professional, some of the most proficient 911 operators. Thank you for all you do.